Fun times. This fucking blows. Do. If anyone's joining now, I am experiencing technical difficulties and trying to find. Thank you, Donuts is here. Yeah, I'm. Fuck me, I don't know what happened. I'm wondering if maybe I was cleaning early and I didn't realize the internet wasn't working. I don't know. It seemed like it was working fine, so fuck me. How do I tell people to go here? I do not know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. It stopped working. Check my page. Cool. Well, that was super fun. I apologize in advance to anyone who was watching and was wondering what the fuck is going on. I really spend so much time testing this shit over and over again, like making absolutely sure that everything is working perfectly. And then, I mean, literally maybe 30 seconds before I started this stream, I tested and made sure everything worked. And as soon as I turned it on, it was like it just froze. And then it was working on my end, but like I could not see any comments. And then it just seemed like I checked it myself. It didn't seem like anything was actually happening. So I'm trying to double check and make sure that I'm actually live now, that you guys can see it. And it should be showing up, but I'm not seeing it on my own page. Hold on. My wife says it's working. I will take that. And sorry to anyone who's watching is now probably gone. So... yeah, if you're gone forever and you are going to see this, eat shit. You missed all the good stuff. Relic Hakor, it was your fault. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, I hope everyone wanted to wait 19 minutes to get started, because that's exactly what this is. Thank you all for migrating and finding it. Very frustrating. Very fucking frustrating. Anyway, this is Mega Man 2. We're going to play some Mega Man 2. My name is James. This is my channel, Big Ol' Words. And this is one of my favorite games ever. I haven't really had any chance to talk about it on my channel, so it's kind of fun just to play it, even though it's not the hardest of all these. And I played Mega Man 1 last week, so I was a little hesitant to play it again. I don't want every week to just be a Mega Man game, so next week I'll probably play something different, but figured fuck it. I'm in the Mega Man phase. This is one of my favorites, so let's do it. We're going to hear a little bit of the music, and then I'm going to get started. Staring at the blue screen was still more irritating than tonight's football game. Good. I play fantasy football, so please tell me I'm getting all the points with Scary Terry McLaurin, which is probably not happening, but whatever. Thank you all for coming back and for saying it's working. That's very helpful. I really have no idea, other than I was cleaning earlier and maybe I just knocked loose something and fucked up my my internet. What I was saying is I'm going to play it on normal and just kind of play it. Mostly because I've recognized that even though I'm very good at this game, I play so much worse when I'm streaming. I'm just kind of talking, I'm not really focused, so if I breeze through it, then I'll play it again on difficult. I'm pretty sure I could beat both, but just for the sake of making this an entertaining stream, let's start with normal, see how it goes. Matt Sweeney says, happy birthday to his sister. Okay, happy birthday to Matt's sister if she's watching this for some reason. I hope she is. I've got a general idea of the order I'm doing this in. I mean, I might forget, but the thing that I'm trying to avoid is just... if you don't know, if Metal Man has the best weapon, by far. It's like useful against several bosses. It it shoots in all directions, and for some reason it never really runs out of energy, so you can use it almost like just your regular weapon. Whereas the other ones, you'll run out of power pretty quickly. So it's not like it's cheating. I mean, I didn't program this game, but it does make it a lot easier. So we might avoid that. And props to anyone I haven't said hi to already. I feel like I was saying hi to people before everything went south. So welcome. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a great night so far. I've just been cleaning all day. We've got a friend coming into town tomorrow from Los Angeles, and he's staying here in the tiny house. So kind of saving this room for last because I still need to use it tonight, obviously. And then he'll use it tomorrow for a few days. But yeah, just kind of getting ready and then hanging out with my daughter. It's been very good, very awesome, very tiring, but awesome. I think I probably have maybe a couple more weeks before hopefully my mother-in-law is back in town and help out again. But until then, it's just me and her. I saw Jay's here. Thank you for moderating. Jay is very selflessly volunteered to moderate, which is very helpful when the sex bots show up to promote their websites in a couple hours. Having played all these pretty recently, I've noticed the biggest differences, other than like the little tweaks and then what's up with each level, is I might die here actually. Let's see. Should I die and get this? Why not? It's probably worth it. The biggest difference is like what the bad guys drop. They like I noticed in 5, for instance, you don't really get a lot of life, but you get constant extra men, like constant. You'll get like 2 or 3 a level. And I don't know if it's just because maybe they don't have I don't know. I get them all confused too. I can't remember which one does which. Whereas the first one, which I played last week, is you barely get anything. You mostly get little balls that give you points. So this one is somewhere in the middle where it's pretty forgiving as far as giving you life and weapon energy and stuff. But if I didn't explain myself there, I just kill myself to get an E-Tank, which are the things that refill your life. I'm playing this like I'm assuming you guys don't know anything about Mega Man 2. You guys have probably all played Mega Man 2 to death, but I'm going to pretend. Oh, thank you. Dominic, that's exactly what I want everybody to do. I often forget which screen I have large, so thank you for saying that. That's very helpful. Before I realized that the stream wasn't working, I was actually already to this boss. I just reset it. Whee! No, thank you. Yes, game rules. As a kid, I only owned Mega Man 4, which came out like 92, 91? This is 89, so I think maybe 91. Maybe 92, I don't know. Mega Man 6 came out in 1994, which is pretty wild. But I did play this later. I can't remember who gave it to me, but like maybe high school, I started playing it and got way more into this than I did to 4. Something about the gameplay is much more intuitive, and I didn't really notice it when I was a kid, but yeah, the Mega Buster is very obnoxious. It gets pretty old pretty quick. Like, I mean, not as a weapon, just the sound of it. It's just a constant humming all the time. So I actually much prefer the sound and music. Obviously, the music in this game is amazing, but the sound is a lot better in this game too. See ya. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I feel like it's pretty forgiving with those, I don't know what you call them, energy power-ups. All those walls that I am missing are Crashman's weapon. So you could play this a different way and I guess do Crashman first and then come here and you would get, I mean, nothing really that exciting, but something. This is Flashman stage, which is kind of, I don't know what a Flashman is, but it's kind of the worst. Okay. Okay. It's kind of the worst weapon is how I would describe it. Oh god. Come on. Jesus. All it does is freeze the screen for a few seconds, and it's really only useful against Quickman. It's a man who flashes, indeed. I'm just gonna take the L here, and start that again. Yes, I'm back, Max Tone. Thank you. You were first, but now you're last. He said he was the first comment. That's why I'm saying that. But now you're the last comment. Sorry, player. See ya. Mega Man 4 is your favorite. Okay, cool. I don't know what a Flasher Clown animatronic is, but that does sound pretty amazing. That's pretty good. Flashman, they have a version of him down by the highway. He's not quick, but he is pantsless. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Do these correspond to certain levels where you get the item? I don't remember. Or is it just like it just alternates like every 2 levels or so you get a new thing? So this is item 3, which is like a, I don't know what you describe that as. I always thought it was kind of like a crab, but it just kind of goes up the walls. So I think I was talking, now I'm going to get confused about what I've already talked about because I was talking for like a solid 15 minutes before I realized no one was watching. I'm wearing my Bit Brigade shirt, which always makes me think of this game. Because this is one that they play a lot, and what I was talking about was that say don't use Time Stopper until Quickman. Yeah, I actually never knew that was a thing. I never knew you could use the flash weapon to freeze those Quickman things. I never knew, so I just got pretty good at it because I would play it a million times as a kid. But what I was going to say is that in college, I had a friend who, I don't even remember what the name of his band was, but his like band mates made the first album I ever heard that was video game covers. Their band was, the band was called Project X, and they did covers of 2 and 3, Mega Man 2 and 3. I don't know if they're still a band, but I think I looked that up pretty recently, and it's still my favorite like band cover of Mega Man 2. Check it out, Project X. Not to be confused with Group X, which is another, oddly enough, if you've never heard of that, like a friend of mine's band that did kind of like a joke rap thing before Borat. Also look that up, it's pretty interesting. Whee! I never go for that. Thought I would show off and see if I could get it. The answer was no. Might have to be doing this a few times. Who's saying use the flash here? Yeah. That's what I'm saying is, it's not that I can't or that I don't need to or something. I just don't. I think I can beat it without it. So it's kind of fun. This is actually like one of my favorite video game stages ever. It's one of the only ones that I actually get nervous while playing. And I think I'm going to be a little worse at it just because I'm talking. But I should be able to beat it. There you go. Flash D's nuts. I don't think I need anything. No. Yeah, that's my new catchphrase. Flash these nuts. You're gonna see that at the end of every video from now on. I think last time I ended up saying suck a dick maybe 30 times because I was so angry at the original Mega Man and just how cheap it can be for sure. But that is not something I'm intending to say. It's not, I don't have Tourette's or something, and it's not something I'm trying to perpetuate. It's just, I think when I get excited or angry, it's what I say. Don't jump if you have to. Huh. And you guys got lots of cool tips. Yeah, I feel like when I played Mega Man 1, I really wasn't familiar enough. And so you guys had lots of very solid tips on like how to beat certain enemies, including lots of like, I would say kind of glitch stuff that I still don't really understand how it worked. But this, I'll be fine out. You can see I'm already on the 4th one, and I've been playing for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Not that much. Not too hard. I feel like there's a lot of differences between this and Mega Man 1, but a huge one is like this guy. Let's see. There weren't any giant sprites like this in Mega Man 1. They're all just regular tiny little dudes. They really went for it as far as like oops. As far as the look of everything. The controls are like almost exactly the same. Like I really can't tell much of a difference. Looking for the cool tip there. Use the metal blade. Yeah. If you didn't hear me before, I am trying to avoid using it unless I just get bored. I just find it makes this maybe a little too easy. I never knew that was a thing. I like as a kid never used any of the boss weapons. They were entirely lost on me. Like I would use them for the boss fights, but that was it. So I never thought for a second that I should be trying to use Metal Man's weapon outside of just whatever boss I need to beat him with. So it's when I found out later that you could just basically spam it the whole time and just beat every single boss with it, I was just in awe. It's just one of those things that I'm now like a lot better at this game because I never learned that trick. But then once you learn that trick, you don't really need to be as good at it. So what's the difference? How many lives do I have? Alright. What a jerk. Do, 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 do. Woodman or Hardman? You're saying I should do yeah, same thing. I never knew about using item 2 in Heatman stage. I will try it. Now that I know how to do it, it's like, oh, I don't ever want to do that again. But for you guys, sure, I'll give it a shot. Oh wait, it's not that one. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, it's this one, okay. Oops. I kind of hate that. I think this is his weakness is Metal Man. It's kind of stupid though, because like Metal Man is like useful against every single boss basically. That's why I went for the Quickman weapon, because it's usually whatever the last one you got is the one you're about to use. But look at that. It's silly. Yeah, I never knew about the charge kills either, that you could charge his weapon. There's like so much that I don't know where I got this game. Like I know is during the time where people were just kind of giving me games when I was a kid, like they'd just gotten tired of their Nintendos. And but I don't remember who gave this to me, but it definitely didn't come with a manual. So this is not pre-internet, but I wouldn't have looked up something like this on the internet back in 1996 or something. So there's a lot of stuff I just straight up didn't know. So many things that at the time you really only learned through word of mouth, or if you were that kid with the Nintendo Power subscription, then you were the god. But I had neither. I had word of mouth. I didn't have Nintendo Power. I think the hardest enemy in this level is the clouds. Not these clouds, but the clouds that are in the foreground here. And even that's not really that much. This is my favorite stage design right here, these angry faces. I don't know what they're there for, but they make me laugh. This is where Metal Man's weapon is super useful against these guys. He just destroys everything in sight. But like I said, Mega Man 2 is pretty forgiving in terms of how much life it gives you. It's pretty easy to find one of those balls. It's really not that big of a deal. Look, there's one. Oops. I have been, I've mentioned it several times here, but I've been taking care of my daughter while we're like kind of, she's not in preschool or anything, she just hangs out with my mother-in-law most of the time. And my mother-in-law is out of the country for a little bit. So I've been taking care of her, it's awesome, she's awesome. Which enemy is this? Okay. I think I did this right. I can't remember. Let's see. No, he's quick. I always get this confused. And as a result, I haven't really had a lot of time to work on videos. I try to when she goes to sleep at night, but it's literally just like a couple hours, and she's been waking up at like fucking crazy hours, 3 or 4 in the morning. She's on some weird sleep regression shit, so I have not been very productive. I've been trying. It's really hard. And so I've been debating maybe taking some time off from making videos. I'd probably still stream because it's not a huge deal time-wise. But yeah, like I've been working on this video for a long time that I made with my friend Chris. It's like all the sports co-op games. And it's taken me months, but like each day to edit, maybe like a 20th of it takes me an hour. So it's just taking forever. And I don't know, I can just feel it. I can feel it coming up again where it's like I'm starting to run out of energy a little bit. Not energy, I'm just running out of time to put out something I really like. Like I'm making videos just to make them now because I need more time to work on this really long video. So I saw a good hack for this. Let's see. Nope. Kind of works. Yeah, maybe not. I feel like later on that's very useful. You can use the wood shield to avoid these guys a little bit. But it's all good. Babies will eat that time. Yeah, she's almost 2, so I thought I was kind of past the point where it would kind of not eat into my time, but just really dominate my time because, I mean, for the last year I've been working on a house every day and still had plenty of time to be working on videos. I was still factoring it in, so it's weird that, I mean, it's not weird, I think it's just because I'm working with her all day, or just staying with her all day, I have no time to even, like, kind of mess around with it. And then, yeah, at night it's just, I, like, really have to prioritize getting up earlier because it's fucking me up when I don't. Because she's waking up so fucking early, and I just can't, like, sleep or anything when she's awake. She's still a little too young. I can and do sometimes, but I really shouldn't be. Yeah, fun times. But yeah, her mother-in-law will be back soon, and then hopefully we'll figure out some kind of preschool stuff coming up. We've got a bunch of interviews, which is a whole thing I didn't know was so fucking complicated. But yeah, hopefully get that figured out. If you guys aren't American, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. You probably just hand your child out the door and it gets amazing education and healthcare immediately. But in America, you got to pay someone a shitload of money to, like, you know, show your kids some arts and crafts shit for fucking $30,000 a year or whatever it is for preschool. Maybe you don't know. Boom, bum, bum. Ooh, haunted backyard. Tell me more. That sounds cool. It gets easier hanging there. Yeah, thank you. It's awesome. It's just a particular time. And it worked out great because I was, like, renovating a house, and then I sold it kind of right before my mother-in-law had to bounce. So it's good timing because otherwise I don't know what we would have done if I had to work and, like, finish the house while we didn't have anyone to take care of her. That would have been impossible. So I am more than happy to do it. It's just very, very tiring. It doesn't give me time to dick around as much. That's all I really want to do these days. Not dick around, but just all I want to do is work on this. This is like become my true passion. It was like definitely my hobby. Now it's kind of entered into a, I want this to be my part-time job. So it's like, it makes it hard when I can't work on it because, yeah, this is what I want to be doing. All right, fuck you guys. God damn it, still didn't work. This part really isn't that difficult. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. But I really am. Maybe the wood would have worked better here. Alright, that's good enough. I don't think I realized that's where I was going. Damn it. Hey, what's up, CM Retro? What's going on? Yeah, the wood shield, I guess, would probably be the place. Shaky Frame, you didn't join late. I actually joined late because I didn't get started till almost 9:30 because of some technical difficulties. So it worked out great that you showed up late because you didn't miss anything. You missed me talking to no one for about 20 minutes. I don't actually know what you guys saw on your end. This is the most upbeat, I think, of all the tracks. It definitely makes me want to, like, accomplish things. Like, time to wash some dishes. There we go. So like this, for instance, I would have never known was a thing that you could just kind of throw on the wood shield. And it doesn't take any energy until you shoot it. But yeah, this makes it so much easier. This isn't, not that this is the hardest part, but yeah, I would have never known. Say it's a toe tapper. That is one of my favorite ways to describe music. Toe tapping. I always like to check in on where everybody's at. I am, as always, reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Home of, I don't know, there's some stuff here. The Braves? They're in the playoffs. Most modern rap that you guys probably don't listen to and I don't listen to. That kind of stuff. Yeah, let's wood it up here. That didn't work. You can't. What happened there is I pressed the direction. I'm pressing up. You have to. Oh damn it! That's not where I meant to go. You can't press the direction, otherwise it doesn't work. It shoots it instead of just hanging on you. All right. Cool. It's kind of weird, all that stuff I just exploded onto me. You can only collect certain things and not others. Do I have two? Oh, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot I had the items. I could just do this. I actually thought I had one, but I guess I don't. I haven't got one yet. One is the like little platforms. Probably the most useful of the three. Although there are definitely sections where that item is very useful. Alright, where am I? Crash? Okay. Who's playing Genesis Mega Man? Is that Wily Wars? Ooh, Double Ontario, that's what's up. Where's the Maryland crew? I feel like there's usually a pretty strong Maryland contingent. Yeah, I see. You said Wild Wars. I get it. I've never played it. I've heard about it. There's a game the other day. What was it called? That I was looking up just random Genesis games, and it was called something really weird, like Nightmare Justice. And it said it was for the Genesis. I looked it up and I couldn't find it, and it turned out it was for the Sega channel, along with games like Pulse Man and all these other kind of hidden gem sort of games that only were on the Sega channel, unfortunately. And Wily Wars was one of those. That only matters if you care about the physical objects, which I completely do not shame anyone if they don't give a shit about the physical objects. If you'd asked me in college, I would have told you it was the biggest, stupidest thing to collect anything. Like to have these games, I would have thought was really pointless. I was all about emulators back then. But for some reason, at a certain point, it was like more exciting to me. I don't know why. My general feeling about emulation is because I use it all the time. All my videos are made using emulation because I like the footage better. But my general feeling about it is like when someone's like, get an EverDrive, is like something about having an option to play every game makes it less exciting. Like when I play one of those 501 carts or whatever, I generally play those games for like maybe a minute or two and then move on to something else. And I think that's because the options of choice make playing each of them less fun. Like you kind of feel like you're constantly missing out. So you're like, all right, this is cool, but like what else? So then you just keep playing random stuff. That's how it is for me, at least. So I really only use emulation now for when I need footage. I don't use it to play games. I now kind of just wait, you know. I might not beat Ogre Battle for the Super Nintendo, but I didn't emulate it first. I waited and played it because I wanted to make sure it was worth the money I was about to spend on it, that I actually was going to enjoy it, not just like put it on the shelf because I'd played it and experienced it already. But that's just me. Like I said, like different strokes, and like if it's available to you, then grab it, dude. Don't hesitate for a second. Definitely don't let anyone shame you about there's some good or bad way to play games. Who gives a fuck? That's like the lamest thing you could ever, the lamest hill you could ever die on. Emulation is the devil. All right, well, sorry, Pogo Party. Talking mad shit specifically to you. Boy, this is a slow weapon. And not that effective. Yeah, that sucks. I think Crashman's weapon is my least favorite. Something about browsing the physical media makes it more fun for me, or at least I think I'm more interested in playing it. But then the side effect of the NES is it kind of sucks. Like it doesn't really work that well. Just functionally, not like the library sucks. Just like sometimes it's hard to get games to work. So it can be kind of annoying when I'm like, oh, what game is this? Starship Hector is always the game I think of as like, what the fuck is this game? I never play this. And often it's like, if I know that I'm gonna have to clean it and like it may still not work, it's gonna take another 5 minutes to get to work, I'm just not gonna bother. I'll probably just emulate it. Even though I can play it right now, I'll just emulate it just so I can see what it is and then go, oh, okay, cool. Never mind. It's always the really stupid places where you die. That's how it was when I played Zelda 2 streaming. It was like, I felt like I was constantly just walking directly into pits. Like, not jumping poorly, but just like walking off the edge. Just so casual. Just like that's where I was meant to be. Living my best pit life. Can anything kill these things? These like jack-in-the-box things? Like, I don't need to kill them, but I would relish kill them, because I hate them. Yes, the invisible block puzzles are very annoying. Oops. The worst one is obviously the one over this big pit here. And as someone mentioned, you can use the, you can use item 2. We'll get you across it. Alright. But, I'm gonna try and do it without it. We'll see. Having not really spent a lot of time playing Mega Man 1, I have to say Iceman's level is my least favorite. I struggled with it on the stream, but I kind of hate it. And it's very similar to this. It's like even when you know where you're going, you still fuck it up. Yeah, I really hate that level a lot. I never want to play it again. Why do I keep doing that? It's absolutely the thing I realized about Mega Man. The first one is it has, in my opinion, 2 very difficult stages, and then the rest of it's really not that bad. That is pure muscle memory. I didn't know where it was going to be. I knew there was like a block you had to jump up, but I totally did not know that was where it was going to be. Lucky, lucky. Which one is this? This is Heat. All right. Thank you. Glad someone agrees about Iceman stage. Yeah, I fucking hate that level. In the, what's the other one where the Hard Man? Is that, which one is it? I can't remember. Guts Man, where it's like a series of trolleys at the beginning that like fall down. Fuck that shit. God, it's so hard and so annoying because it's right at the beginning of the game. Like, just imagine being a 6-year-old kid trying to figure that out. Thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of us, that's what I mean, is I didn't know about all this stuff. So much of my experience with the NES is really pre-internet, so it's hard for me to play something like this knowing that there are easier ways to do it when it's like, I spent so much time playing that level in particular, learning it and stuff that like, I haven't played this game in years, but I can still remember it. That's how many times I've played it. So it's like, you can cheat. Not cheat, you can use the items as they're supposed to be used, or you can just run through it. I just happen to have spent way too much time playing it. What am I drinking? This is a wave soda, which is like, it's like kind of caffeinated. I don't know if it's it. It's kind of terrible. It's, I like perpetually trying to find something that isn't alcohol to drink while I'm down here. And so I kind of switched to root beer, but like, which I'm about to drink now. It's hard to drink too many root beers. Even like on a daily basis. Like just to have one a day feels like a lot. So. Serene Velocity says, sorry, I'm late. Nah, dude, that's not going to cut it. Get the fuck on. Yeah, Facsimility was... It's in my top 10. It's one of my favorites. If I thought I had a way I could play it on stream, I would play it. I've thought about it many times because it's one of my favorites. It has like my favorite music. It's really fun and intuitive. I will talk about it on the channel at some point, but when I get to Zelda 2 clones. But unfortunately, it's a little too long to stream. I'm trying to avoid games where I kind of have to play over multiple streams, and that would be one for sure. If I use the metal, will it just blast this dude? Yeah, fuck you. So I'm gonna use a little metal here because these guys are annoying. Again, it's not cheating. This is like developed in the game. This isn't quite like the trick of like pressing select or whatever it was to spam attack in Mega Man 1. What am I doing here? Oh, why did I do that? Damn it, James. That's annoying. Nope. Kind of really need these things, 1, 2, and 3. Really just 1 and 3 here to beat this. Oh, I fucked it up. You really need those to get through this stage. I swear to God. Ugh, I saw a bunch of hearts and I thought you were a sex bot. Sorry, dude. Fact Sandy's in the top 5. Hell yeah. Someone commented today on one of my videos about Legacy of the Wizard, and which I didn't know they were connected until pretty recently. But I have opposite feelings about that game. It's I think it's really interesting. I just hate it. I hate playing it. And would have never guessed it had anything to do with Fact Xanadu in any respect. Also, someone else pointed out that I was pronouncing that incorrectly. And they're right. They're totally right. Xanadu, because it's Xanadu. Famicom Xanadu or whatever. I never thought about it. I've always called it Fact Xanadu. But I also always called it Ninja Gaiden as a kid. I never knew there was any other way to pronounce it. And now it's like one of my favorite things to do on my channel is to... Oh, James, why did you do that? Is to purposefully mispronounce it, because it, it always gets like 3 or 4 comments of people. Not just like... Huh, that's an interesting way to pronounce that. What am I doing? God damn it. Like, that's an interesting way to pronounce that. No. It's always like, you're a piece of shit. You know, like, what kind of fucking loser doesn't know how to say Ninja Gaiden? You know, and it's like, I love it. I love it. It only makes me want to say it wrong. Like all those people from the Midwest that say Super Mario. It just makes me want to continue to perpetually mispronounce it. Love it. I've thought about making it, like got me so annoyed that I was like, could I make a whole video just about pronunciation? Because I think it's kind of fascinating. It's like, you know, before the internet, how would you know how any of this is pronounced? I never knew that in Street Fighter, the main character's name is Ryu or Ryu. I always said Ryu. God damn it. I'm talking too much. This is going to be annoying. So how would I know that how Ninja Gaiden is pronounced, right? So it's like, I thought there was something interesting there, and it's something I debate a lot with my channel, because I definitely come at things from the perspective of like, this is what the library is if you grew up playing it, not like this is what the library is now when every game is available. And part of that is, yeah, the pronunciation is kind of interesting. Huh. I don't think I realized when I continued that I lost my E-tanks. I didn't realize that was a thing. Alright, hopefully I don't need those. Yeah, I already forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about Facsimile. Yeah, it used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. I have an older sister, and she wasn't really into the Nintendo. Like, we had a shared Nintendo, but it was definitely something that when she was like maybe middle school age, right before that, then she was like middle school age. I was elementary school, and so I had games like I don't know, Bad Dudes and Astyanax, which I don't know how to pronounce that game either. Spy versus Spy, and my sister was really into 2 games which are now 2 of my favorites: Solstice, which I played a bit and talked about a bit, and Faxanadu, which are both very weird games. The tone is very dark, and like the gameplay is pretty complex, and the story is really interesting and like very, very fantasy based, which is definitely my sister to a T. Even now, she's still very much into fantasy stuff. So, You dirty motherfucker. Do you see that guy? He just came out of left field to knock me off that post. Alright, screw you guys. Let's try that again. Was not expecting that. Solstice sucks. I mean, I get it. I think if you didn't really know Solstice or play it, I don't know if you could really... I get why people wouldn't like it, honestly. It can be very frustrating. I know a few tricks, which I talked about in my video about it, and I feel pretty confident with it, but it I can see why people might not like it. I get it. Stynex I actually really like. It's maybe a little clunky, but it also has a pretty good atmosphere and design to it. It's not perfect. It definitely is not as well designed as something like this, but I actually think it's pretty decent. I think the biggest thing I would say in Solstice's, I don't know if there's a plural Solstice, defense is there's not any other game like it on the NES. So in that respect, I think it's really fascinating because so many of these games are exactly the same. Even like the better Mega Man clones are still very much just Mega Man, you know? Like, I think Totally Rad has some very cool aspects, but it's still fucking Mega Man. Let's get our stats up here. Almost there. I need to get 3 up here. Wait, come back. I'm not done. Not done abusing you yet. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Good enough. It's like I'm not gonna go through all that and then immediately take damage. Hold on. Let's try that again. Ugh. Damn you, 3. Not everyone can be as original as Dizzy, yeah. Vice Project Doom is a good game. I wouldn't necessarily call that a clone because it does have a lot of different gameplay. Shatterhand, on the other hand, I would say is obviously a different game, but very much in the Mega Man vein. Power Blade, a bunch of games. Maybe soon I'll have a video all about it. If I can ever get time again. I've already maybe recorded all the audio for my Mega Man Clones video. I just haven't had a chance to start editing. And now my greatest fear when I make videos, especially ones like that require a lot of footage, is that I'll break my hard drive again. I mean, that's probably weeks it took me to get all the footage I needed to make one video, and it's just the fear that that'll happen again. It's So visceral. Okay, fuck me. Why didn't I just use it? Whatever. Got a million lives, let's just do it. I think these areas are pretty useful as far as just getting your shit together, but it's also kind of boring. Kind of can't take a step without having to kill something. Will I have enough? Yes. Alright. Probably should have loaded that up when I had the chance. Oh well. And I probably should have loaded up my bubble weapon. Fuck, and I took... I might use an E-take here just so I don't have to do this section again. But I fucked that up. We'll see. Little Samson is an awesome game. I streamed it a few weeks ago, and that absolutely falls under Mega Man Clone. It's very different. All of them... The thing that I really appreciate when I made this recent video, or when I started writing it and stuff, is all the games I would call Mega Man clones are pretty unique. Only maybe Wampum and Cryon Conquest are like pretty blatantly trying to copy the look and feel of Mega Man, and even then they have their own little things, so... You dirty bastard. Sweet. Is codename Viper a Flashman? You guys are just talking about Captain Skyhawk. You know, that's one I haven't really fucked around too much. Do I play any instruments? I play the guitar a little bit, which I've started playing more just because my daughter's kind of interested in it. And I can play a little piano, but nothing too crazy. Yes, I do want that. In general, I would describe myself as very much like jack of all trades kind of dude. I get into a lot of different stuff, and I get okay at it, but I'll never get very good at it. So, like, I've been playing soccer, for instance, for a few years, and I'm okay at it. Mostly, I'm like good enough at it, especially for my age, where it's like I can compete and I can be one of the better guys at my age and decent enough against younger teams and stuff, but like I'm not going to get any better. I mean, I can get a little better, but just with my age and general fitness and reaction time, like I'm just not going to get noticeably better. So I'm content at the level that that's at, and then I move on to something else, you know. I do still work on my videos and try and make them a little better, but oh, fuck me. That's so stupid. What a stupid way to die. But I'd say in general, like the level of like editing and stuff probably won't get any crazier, much crazier than what it is right now. It's just kind of like it's at a level that I'm comfortable with. I'm getting my point across, and as a result, I don't feel like I really want to or feel the need to incorporate better, you know, better effects or transitions or something. I'm fine with just the straightforward nature. As long as I'm still happy with the writing, that's the most important thing to me. And that's kind of what I mean about not really having... God damn, how the fuck do I keep dying here? This is actually not a very difficult part. That's part of what I mean about not really having time right now is... I've noticed that I'm not spending as much time writing, and that while I'm still making videos that I'm proud of, they're not quite as funny is what I've noticed. And it's just because I don't really have the time to like make them funny. I kind of just write them and I get them to a place where I'm happy with them, and then I record them, because sometimes I need something for the next week and I just do it. That's my own schedule. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody. It's just what I'm trying to keep up with for myself. But the way I do it back in the day, when I wrote a lot of these reviews initially, was I would write the review, or at least like a sketch of it, a draft of it, and then I would just get drunk and then I would rewrite it, and it would get infinitely funnier because I would just be getting sillier and sillier. This is okay. This guy's pretty easy. He looks cool, but he's super easy. I don't know if he's harder on the difficult, but he's pretty goddamn easy. Have you ever been to a box factory? No. Like where Milhouse's dad works? No, wait. No, he doesn't work at the box factory. That's just where they go on a field trip. Ah, not the box factory again, Seymour. How to stop playing hockey. Interesting. I always heard that hockey was a sport that you could play longer because skating has less impact on your like knees and stuff. So often you see hockey players who make it into their 40s, which is impressive. I play keeper, so it's like a little less strenuous as far as running. It's really more like I just take a lot of punishment falling mostly. Were there bots? Did I already miss them? If so, then Jay's the man. He already took care of it. Huh. Something at the top here. What is it? If you don't know, there's these holes in the floor. And the easiest way to get around this is just to use item 2, which I will because I don't care enough. But like here, there's the hole. So you can go like, hey! Yes, the boss here is pretty crappy. And thankfully I have these E-tanks. That makes it a lot easier. Because not getting hit is very hard. And you have to be very precise about the way you use. Why did I do that? I don't think can I get more than 4? Like if I get this one, will anything happen? No. Okay, you can only get 4. Oh well. 4, okay. Thank you. I always do that. One of my favorite things about playing Mega Man is dropping. Like dropping down the ladders. It just looks cool and it feels fun, but you really should not do it in this stage, especially because it's a bunch of these kind of puzzles where you have to, not fall to your death. What do you like? Yeah, whoever said focus earlier, I feel you, but it's my goal is always to be talking, Even when I know I need to focus, it's like, I don't know, I guess maybe you guys are fine just watching it, but I feel like as someone who's kind of hosting that, I want to be talking to you guys, even if it's just nonsense, whatever it is that I'm thinking about. Today I had a lot of thoughts about the Sandman TV show, so that's what I would be talking about, but I think I'm going to make a video for my Patreon and bore them with it. If you guys have not heard me promote it, I have a Patreon where I kind of make different videos that are about different topics. So for instance, I would talk about the Sandman TV show, which I have a lot of thoughts on, but it's pretty fun. And I'm starting to get a few more, which is cool. It's like kind of like starting over. You kind of have to build it up and everything, but it's been fun. I think it's on the screen. Patreon.com/bigoldwords if anyone's interested. And if you're not, that's totally cool too. I have videos every week, and then I do the streaming every week. So if you like my stuff, there's plenty of ways to watch it and support and do all kinds of stuff if you're into it. But no pressure. Anyway. Okay. So it's kind of like you kind of want to just come in here blasting, but it's kind of a puzzle, right? You have to shoot these in order, but you have to save your Crash Man because it won't give you any more. Oh, you dick. It will not give you any more power-ups. How the hell do I have enough? 3, okay. Oof. If you couldn't tell right there, I was frantically trying to pause and do this, but because of the way Crash Man's weapon works, you have to wait for it to explode before it'll give you a chance to use it. Oh, you dingus. Please kill him. Thank you. How do I do this? Yeah, this boss is super annoying. And I don't know how I would beat this without the E-tanks. Oh, fuck! Speaking of which... Oh man, that's gonna be really bad. How am I going to get that back? Like, what opportunity am I gonna have here to get? Maybe if I stand still. Though, yeah, this is gonna be hard. Nope. Okay, that kind of works. So you have to have full Crash. You cannot beat that last boss without it. So that's pretty annoying because I don't want to just sit here having to farm this shit all day. That sucks. I can't really think of a better spot. Maybe you guys can tell me a better spot to upgrade this. But I really need the Crash weapon, and I need at least 1 and 3. That blows. And that's just me. I wasn't really... I thought I had enough life, and I definitely did not. Fuck. Do the Boo Beam Trap. I don't know what that is. You don't need full Crash? Really? Anything you kill before should stay dead. Oh, okay. So I don't need to do this? If I go back there, they'll still be dead? Because if so, then yes, that is what I'll do. Sorry, now I gotta read this. Doesn't matter if you need the shots to kill the boss. So I'm confused. You're saying the walls are gone, but I still need Crash to kill the bots, right? Will they still be there? Because if so, then I do need full Crash. The walls... Fuck. Why did I do that? Oh boy. Oh god. Fuck. 5 shots minimum. Okay. I just wasted a life there like a dick. And I kind of don't want to lose any more lives. That really sucked. Alright, let's not jump down. I don't know if I need it. Let's see though, do I have a minimum of 5 shots? Oh, I do not. Alright, so we are gonna have to kill some dudes for a little bit. That's pretty annoying. Oh, that super sucks. God damn it. Oh. If I didn't really want the P things, I would just die and continue. Okay. But I do. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you for all the info. That's very helpful. Let's peer pressure him. Thank you. No, I appreciate any advice. Even if I'm like, shut up. I do appreciate it, because even I never take it like anyone's being not disrespectful, but just like I'm playing it wrong or something. I've never really feel that way at all. It's really, I can tell people are just like, this is the way to do it. Maybe if I tell them, it'll make this easier for them. Or maybe they just are trying to be a dick and show me that they know more about the game. I don't care if that's the case. Go for it. You win. You're the winner. A winner is definitely you. That is a very helpful tip about the whatever you call those, the walls, because yeah, I would have had to rethink what I was doing here. Just a little bit. Because now I don't necessarily need to get those all the way full. It would still be helpful. But I think I can do it without it. If I'm a little lucky. Which one is it? I think it's air. Fuck. See that skill? Perfect. I missed it. That's okay. Let's do this. All right, what'd I miss? Should be good. Okay, cool. Sweet. Thank you. That was a lot easier. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm like reading the chat, talking to my computer, but I'm talking to you now. Again, I always assume everyone's played this. Has everyone already played this? Is this just old news? Does that give me all my shit back? No. Luckily, the main one I really need is quick. That wasn't very good. Air is quick. I didn't realize they do the boss gauntlet in every game. I actually forgot that it was even in this game. But I didn't know it was in the first one. It seems really intimidating, I think, if you've never really played it. Which one is this? I feel like Crash kind of sucks against this guy. I'm just gonna go. Maybe I will use Crash. I got some. I'll take it. Summoning Salt. I've watched some Summoning Salt. He does like the speedrun stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's take the one opportunity to actually use this thing. It's a prime example of something I would have never thought was entertaining. Not just... Oh, did I miss it? You son of a bitch. Not just speedruns, but the discussion of speedruns? Would have never guessed. Oh, come on. And yeah, it is. The one that I find the most fascinating is Ocarina. And I feel like that's one that is kind of a bigger deal with speedrunners. Just because it's such a weird sub-genre of people who just figure out the fucking weirdest thing. Like, if you hit the stick here and then vibrate, you'll go through a wall here, and it's like just spending, you know, months of their lives trying to find shit like that is hilarious and amazing to me. What do I use here? Let's see. Did I write this down? I feel like it's either quick or heat, but I can't remember now. Bubble? What do I use here against Wily? I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Okay. What? Man, how do I keep missing all these bots? Props to Jay. He's really on it. Yeah, okay. How do I refill it, though? How do I refill the bubble, though? Isn't it too late for that? Did I have enough time to wash my hands? No, I did not. The beauty of being a man. So I'm pretty sure I can use this. Nope. Heat? That sucked. Pretty sure I just want to use just a regular gun here. Is this my last life? Yes. So correct me if I'm wrong. If I die, I'm going to lose those E-tanks, right? You think I got a game over? Can I... You can't use any other weapon other than bubble? That's fucking bullshit. Let's find out. If that's true, that really sucks. Someone said to charge up the heat. Yeah, for some reason I find it really difficult to use in this section. So, that's really frustrating. So, basically, if I had to use bubble, and I don't have it, which I do not have it. By the way, I love the sound of these things. If I game over, will I be on this stage, or do I have to fight all the bosses again? Which is fine. The biggest bummer is the E-tanks, because it's like... It makes this a little bit easier. You don't have to be perfect. That's... okay. Not a single other weapon works. Oops. Now I really, like, feel the need to conserve them. So if I hadn't missed there, I might have had enough, right? Fuck. Oh, God. Hey! Just enough. I guess there was a glitch. Cool. Look at that. Thank you. I've really been on a roll of beating games on the stream. I don't know how that's possible. I don't feel like I'm especially good at any of these games, but I've been pretty successful with these. Granted, this is not the hardest, and I've played it quite a bit, so there's a huge difference between playing this and then playing, like, I don't know, Gargoyle's Quest 2, something that I've played a little bit, but if I played on stream, I wouldn't get far at all. I get fucked up. Thank you guys. Thank you. I do love this outro. It's I think one of the best endings of NES games. You know, endings of NES games didn't really have a lot of story, or often didn't really have cutscenes other than Ninja Gaiden or something. But I love this, where it's kind of like he's like walking off all of his regret. Like he just murdered his brothers basically, and he's like coming to terms with it through the seasons, and then he like retires his helmet in the countryside. Like it's actually kind of poignant in a way. Cool. Covers this song. That's awesome. Nidamus Prime, do Castlevania 3. I did. It was like maybe the second stream I tried. I've actually been wanting to play it again because it's one of my favorite games, and I feel like I didn't do very well when I streamed it. I got a little too frustrated with it. But it is hard enough that maybe I'll try playing it again before I stream it, and then see if I can beat it. I've beaten it before, but only through like playing it for weeks at a time, like leaving the Nintendo on, coming back to it when I get really frustrated, like taking a break and then coming back. So I'll let this play for a second. It's still a little early, so I'm gonna play this again on difficult for a little bit. I don't know if I'll play it all the way, but I've never actually really played on difficult, so kind of just to see how hard it is. You know Castlevania 3. I know it well. It's just fucking hard as shit. It's just, and it's really like, it's one of the few games that really makes me mad, like fucking furiously angry. So I often play it in short bursts. So I'll play it for about 15 minutes, get really mad, take a break, come back. So CM Retro is saying it's not that hard. If you say so. I think yeah, I don't think Zelda 2 is that hard. People say it's hard. I think Battletoads is pretty hard, obviously, and Ninja Gaiden is pretty hard. But I would say Castlevania 3 is one of the hardest, for sure. So I don't know what actually makes this difficult. We're about to find out. I assume it's just that the enemies are a little harder to kill. But, yeah. If anyone showed up late, now you get to see me play some of these early stages. And if you've already seen this, then don't worry. I'm probably just going to fall to my death like that over and over. Maybe let's do that a couple more times. Let's start this the right way. Once beat CV3 on one life. That's pretty impressive. I feel like someone mentioned that they speedrun Zelda 2 once a week. And that's, as a result, they become pretty good at it. And it's like, I mean, props to you, because I love that game to death. I don't know if I could play it once a week. I think I would get kind of tired of it. And I don't know if I could get good enough at Castlevania 3 to beat it in one life. The fact that I can beat it at all was enough for me. There are plenty of hard NES games that I cannot beat or don't really try to beat, like Battletoads. So, or Bucky O'Hare. I usually get to a certain point and then I'm like, that's plenty. The game rules, but it drives me crazy. That's one I will absolutely never stream, unless you guys just want to watch me die and like yell repeatedly, because that's all that experience is for me. I've played it a lot recently because I've talked about it. It's kind of become part of a topic several times, and it's amazing how difficult it is. It's amazing how frustrating it is. Did I see an NES Addict? Hey, what's up? Awesome. Awesome to anyone who has beaten those games. And that's kind of what I mean. It's like, for me, that was Castlevania, right? To beat all the Castlevanias. I was proud for myself because I owned 3 as a kid, so I never came close to beating it. So to ever beat it in my lifetime is not something I thought I would do. But I think everybody kind of has those games that they want to attempt, or maybe you're just someone who really enjoys the challenge and so keeps playing those. But for me, beating Castlevania 3 was plenty. That was enough. Huh. He, like, doesn't die? That was interesting. That's the first thing I've... Obviously, they take more hits, but that's the first thing I've seen where there's actually a different sprite animation. Battletoads Double Dragon is awesome. Yes, it is. I would like to watch Bill and Ted on your next live stream. No. I will not be playing that. Mostly because I don't know where to go. Jeez. Can't tell if I should use these E-tanks or not. It seems a little excessive, but maybe that it's hard enough that I should be. I don't know. There's just like a couple places in the game where you really need them, so I feel like I'm supposed to save them, but not at the cost of getting a game over where you lose them anyway, so... Guess I'm gonna use it. Yeah, that feels weird. It definitely gives you a glimpse of your skill level right there, where it's like on normal, it is pretty easy to just take damage like I'm doing right now and blast through that guy. But on difficult, you need to be better at dodging, which I wasn't. Knows where to go, and Bill and Ted, yeah. What I've learned from these streams is that if I don't know what I'm doing, it makes it very hard. It makes it hard for me to talk, and it makes it hard for me to play the game. Like if I'm spending a lot of time getting confused, there's too much mental. There's too much mental mathematics happening of like trying to remember what I'm talking about, trying to remember what I'm doing in the game to like really focus. I can't do it, is what I've learned. So it's not that I don't want to try and play harder games or games that I haven't played. Like that'd be more fun than just playing the same games over and over. But I really just don't think I feel comfortable playing something that's more complicated. Like Legacy of the Wizard. Like I'm not going to just run around Legacy of the Wizard and try and figure out where I'm going. Oops. I was thinking about Gargoyle's Quest. I don't know. I generally avoid kind of... Not avoid, but I haven't really thought about doing something Halloween specific. I just feel like a lot of people do it already, so I don't know if I necessarily need to make a video or a live stream that's specifically scary, but I do think there are enough games that I can only play for about 10 minutes that maybe I'll just do a bunch of them all at once. Like Ghoul School and Monster Party and oh, that was yeah, just Werewolf, The Last Warrior, like those kind of games. Damn, this is much harder. Run. Yeah, this is hard. The game I was thinking about playing is yeah, the Count Sesame Street game would be fun. I have Sweet Home. I have like an English translation of it. on an NES cartridge that I bought a long time ago, and I was thinking about playing that because it's very spooky. But again, I have no idea where to go, so I feel like I don't know how entertaining that would be to play an RPG where I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like that's going to be kind of slow going. But maybe you guys think it'll be awesome. Yeah, Beetlejuice. I mean, I started making a list, and there's like a billion of them. Like, I can see right now where the games are. Frankenstein, and there's Ghosts and Goblins I'm not going to play, but Gremlins 2, or like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or something like that. There's tons of games that fit into kind of a spooky category. I just feel like around this time, everyone kind of covers all the games I would think of. So I don't know. Don't want to feel like it's too redundant. But that might just be me in my normal over analysis. Hey, I beat a level or two. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is good. 4-player gauntlet. Zen, I don't know if that would quite qualify. I mean, I love that game, but I don't know if that quite qualify for Halloween. Rockin' Cats? I don't know. There's tons of them. Which one did I just get? 3? Okay. I think I will use Metal Blade. Seems like that might help this playthrough be a little easier. Because I didn't really use it in the last one. Just spouting off random games. Yeah. How about Color a Dinosaur? A video that, for as much, or a game that for as much money as I spent on that stupid cartridge, I do reference it all the time and put it in videos all the time. I think partially because I never play it, that it's like, well, now I gotta use it whenever I can. But it's pretty funny. If NES Act is still here, do you own Color a Dinosaur? I know you've got a pretty big NES collection. If you guys haven't seen, I don't feel like a ton of people. Seeing Retro's here too. He also, oh fuck me, he also has a good channel. NES Act is a good one. It seems like he's had a lot of success on TikTok, which is something that I don't really enjoy. My wife was using it a lot, so I started posting on there more to engage with her. She watches my stuff, but I can tell gets a little bored with some of the longer videos, so I think it was a better medium to engage with her with that kind of stuff. But I honestly don't enjoy it. I don't watch it at all. I kind of stopped posting just because I was getting bored of it. And but I've noticed that NES Act has gotten... What's going on there? Is it because it's more difficult, or am I fucking that up? That he's gotten a lot more traction there, which is awesome. More bots? Jesus Christ. Everybody thank DFLJ if you haven't already, because he is keeping this from getting spammed with constant bot action. Maybe I will use the flash here. You don't have Color Dinosaur. Alright, time for you to leave then. This is a Color Dinosaur zone only, bro. Yeah, I don't know. That seems much faster. So do you have to use flash? I mean, I'll try it. But it seems like what normally shouldn't be very difficult for me to do is a little harder. I don't know if you guys have played a harder one. I've played this on difficult, but it seems harder. Saying someone's like having the ladies around like the bots. Yeah, I hear you. Speaking of ladies, yesterday was my wife and I's 3-year anniversary. And amazingly, we both forgot. It was pretty impressive. We're both pretty good about dates and stuff, and I have no idea how, but we both kind of forgot. I've never used this before, but it really felt like it was too fast, so again, I'm sure there's some wizards out there that can do it, but I was struggling there. Oh god. Sweet. Yeah, that doesn't work. Bong, bong. Whose level is this? Oh, wait, I already used all the flash. Alright, guess I'll go raw dog this. Thank you. The music in the stage is pretty good. I was talking about the band that a guy I knew from college was in, and Project X, and I feel like their cover of this is like classical guitarish. Like Tropical. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very chill for being Quickman, you know. It's not the most amped up. Oops. I was trying to pause there to use the E, but I failed. Excited for Blink-182 to be back. That was a genre of music that was lost on me. I just never really had a punk or pop punk phase. But I did have lots of friends who were into them. So yeah, it's awesome. Like Green Day too. I think I liked Green Day as a kid, but I wasn't really like into them. Are you saying to use metal? Straight edge hardcore band? They might be a straight edge hardcore band now, but I don't think so. I think it was they had another band and that they were just using that name for their Mega Man covers. This is in Boston, like the early 2000s, so like I don't know how much of that is still relevant. Who did I just beat? Okay. There is a Bucky level like this. It's very much Quickman stage. I really, every time I play Bucky, I marvel at it. I really do. It's a very impressive display. I've been kind of hesitant to use terms like hidden gem just because I feel like it's almost at a point of diminishing returns for me. The games that I'm calling hidden gems are definitely a stretch at this point. But I've noticed that so many of the ones I want to call hidden gems are just Konami. They're just Konami games they released in the 90s, like Lone Ranger, Bucky O'Hare, Zen the Intergalactic Ninja. Like they just, I can't believe I admit it. They just gave a shit at a time when no one else gave a shit. Oh, this is bad. Will he come back around? Fuck that up. Does he come back? If not, I'm gonna be screwed here. I might have to kill myself. Like Jacko would maybe be a little late. There he is. Monster in My Pocket. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like there's just a ton of them. They were released from like 1991 to 1994. That really pushed the limits of what the NES can do. And so every time I kind of like even roller games, which I talked about recently, there's just a bunch of them that like no one really played because they're just one of the few developers who were still trying later on. And they're all amazing. I mean, like I said, Bucky is fantastic, but Zen is amazing. Lone Ranger is a crazy good game. that has no reason it should be that good. Like I said, I've now resigned to using the metal weapon, which you can just use indiscriminately. It is the best weapon in the game. It doesn't... Some enemies it'll bounce off of. That's the only downside. But it refills very quickly. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, it's difficult. I wouldn't say it's that much more difficult. I was a little hesitant because I really thought I was going to suck at this. Who am I fighting? I thought I was gonna really suck if I just did this on difficult and I wouldn't be able to beat it. But now I'm kind of wishing I had just tried it on difficult, gotten it out of the way. This is harder. He takes more damage, and his shots hurt you more. It's not that much harder, but yeah, a little bit harder. Yeah, were we talking about Roller Games, the show? I've never seen it. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I can see that too. That is absolutely the biggest complaint with Konami is they gave no fucks about slowdown or flickering. Parodius is the worst example. The PAL, it's only on the PAL NES, but it's atrocious. It's almost impossible to play. It slows down so much and flickers so much. I'm trying to think of another game off the top of my head that's. The first thing I saw was Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. That is a Konami game, but no, not the one that I was thinking of. I don't know. There's some other good stuff. They have the Masters. Who did I just beat? Air? Okay. I don't know how far I'll take this. I don't know if I'll get all the way to the end here. Maybe if I really blaze through this. But, oops, fuck me. I mentioned earlier I've got a friend coming to stay tomorrow, so I kind of need to... And he's staying where I'm sitting right now, so I kind of need to clean up a little bit, because I won't really have a chance tomorrow. So, and for some reason my daughter keeps waking up at, like, absurd hours. 3:30. She just learned how to climb out of the crib, which is like really baller. I'm like super proud of her. But yeah, it sucks. It's annoying. Have I not beat Wood? Oh, I should have beat Wood. Oh well. That would have been helpful. Oh yeah, and I'm cheating. Fuck this. It's hard to pick what the best song in this game is. This one's pretty jammin'. I really like Airman's theme too. And Quickman is pretty hot. It's entirely possible that my camera will die here soon, so just let me know if the video cuts out. I'll try and keep an eye on it, but... I don't know what you guys are about. Hold on, I had to see. You ever watch old Michael B. the Game Genie? No, I've never heard of it. Oh, you're talking about shoots bees. Yes, that is a great line. I'm making the next video, I think. It's about Rocky Bullwinkle, but I actually spent the whole time talking about The Simpsons, so. And then my sister and mom and nephew are down at Universal, and they sent me a picture that they went to the Simpsons part of the park. And so I asked my sister, who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, if she could pick me up a Bort license plate, and she just got back to me asking if I wanted a Duff Beer t-shirt, which is, nah, sorry, it's not what I want. I only want a Bort license plate, thank you. No, my son also named. My son is also named Bort. The delivery of that line is really what makes that joke so good, which is like, if you haven't seen it, Bart is trying to find a license plate, one of those personalized license plates that says his name on it. And there's all these other names, Bert and Barclay and stuff, and there's no Bart, but there is a Bort, and he's like, who's named Bort? And this little kid runs up and says, Mommy, Mommy, buy me this. And she says, come along, Bort. And then the guy right next to her goes, are you talking to me? No, my son's name is also Bort. It's just such a silly, like, she's so indignant about it, like everyone is named Bort. It's just such a funny and stupid joke that's played so fucking well. Yeah, Barclay. Bert. Yeah, this isn't too much harder. Yeah, that wasn't too much harder. Yeah, I assume as working at the Humane Society, you probably had the opportunity to name a lot of animals, so hopefully there's a lot of Borts in the mix. I was thinking about personalized license plates because I don't know if they make them anymore. Like, one, if you really think about them, they're kind of specific to a certain person. Like, there's not a ton of diversity to start with, but also like depending on your nationality. Like, I mean, my wife's name is Eddie Borga, so like she's not gonna find that license plate. But like, really, just like even more common Mexican names probably don't show up in those things. But then I was just thinking about how silly names are now, where like everything is like Kaylee and Ashley, but it's like different combinations of letters than what Ashley used to be spelled like. That, like, who knows if they can actually personalize that many license plates ahead of time to accommodate all the like crazy names that people have come up with. Not me, though. They got a James license plate. They'll probably always have a James license plate. One of the advantages of having a biblical name is, like, even in different languages, there's still different versions of it, so... unless you start heading out to Asia or Africa, it's not going to be that uncommon. You might just have to spell it a little differently. Get a hummus in there somewhere. Oh, I like that. I don't think I've ever tried that. My sister got my family and I a membership to the zoo, which has been amazing, especially right now where I'm like watching my daughter every day. It's like we go there at least once a week, and it rules. It's so fun. Like, she's finally at an age where she can kind of distinguish what's going on, and so we just kind of walk around and look at cool animals. I just thought of it because of that gorilla. And the zoo is like right next to my house, so it's super accessible. Oops. Did I miss more bots? Wild. Jay, you're the man. And not an NES addict whose name is also Jay. Oh man, we could have had a good Bort joke going on there. DFLJ. There you go, my name is also James. What is this guy? Okay. This is gonna be a little hard. Yeah. Damn, I could have beat that. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough metal to kill him there. That's gonna be annoying. I should just use this stupid thing. Yeah, right? Really putting you to work, dude. Thank you. Fuck! That's annoying. It's this guy and Quick Man that you can't kill instantly with a weapon like you can the other guys. So this is absolutely the hardest boss and undifficult for sure. Fuck. Gonna go ahead and run away here. Cool. Matt just said use metal and wood. I did, but I ran out. That's the end of that chapter. Cool. Does charge fire work on this guy? But like not the regular fire? Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Saying you paying attention to the bots and not my stream. You didn't miss anything. It literally is the exact same thing as normal, just slightly harder. The bosses are a little bit harder. The levels are still about the same, especially when you use the metal blade. Like there's one enemy I've noticed so far that did something different. That like stack of cylinders. That's about it. Everybody else seems to be exactly the same. They just maybe take a few more hits. which absolutely does make this harder. And honestly, if I hadn't been using the metal blade in that last level, it wouldn't have been that hard. I ran out of firepower because I was just playing like it wasn't going to run out. Oh, that's interesting. Will that happen? Okay, so that's a new one. That doesn't happen in the that does not happen if you play it on normal. It's not really that menacing, but still cool. That's cool. Are you talking about Battle Beasts? Or Battle Beasts, the toys where you like you rub the like square on their chest and that it changed to a different element? If so, I love those things. I was very obsessed with them for a time in my life. Just remember the point I was trying to make earlier about NES Act, if he's still here, was that I've just noticed he's picked up some traction on TikTok, and that's awesome. Good for you, dude. It's awesome to see. I feel like he kind of honed in on something that maybe wasn't really happening there, and got some good response from it, which is cool. I couldn't. Every once in a while, one random video would get a lot of views, and it was never something I thought was particularly funny. The ones I thought were really funny, like, no one would watch. And I just... Yeah, I don't know. I just... The more time went by, the less I cared what the response was. Who am I fighting here? Bubble. Crash? Do I have Crash? Yeah. What do you say? Let's see. Oh, the Battle Beast? Hell yeah. Wait, the Sharp NES TV, is that where it has an NES built in? I've heard of that. That's cool. Oh boy. Saying use metal instead? Alright, let's try it. Yeah, that is easier. Jeez, that's way easier. Is there anything metal can't do? Yeah, exactly. So what NES Act is saying is basically that that the audience maybe is less gaming specific and more just like it's a universal appeal of just, you remember this game, you probably haven't thought about it, because I think probably, if I'm speaking for the people who are on here and watch my stuff, you probably are pretty familiar with a lot of this. I'm definitely don't feel like I feel like a lot of these games that I talk about aren't really driven toward a wider, I don't know. I'm trying to say this without sounding snobby or something, because I don't mean it that way at all. But I do feel like the people who watch my channel and comment, for the most part, are people like me who are kind of already deep down the rabbit hole. Whereas you may be right, like the audience there on TikTok maybe is not as specific. Like, they're more open to stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sorry, dude. Props to you is all I'm really trying to say. And check out his channel, NCM Retro's channel. Appreciate you guys being here. And anybody else who has a channel, if you have one now, tell me about it, because I know those guys because I think I've been following them pretty much since I started, so I've had plenty of time to kind of absorb it. But if you have a channel and I don't know, maybe you haven't told me about it, or maybe you have, but like, tell me, I'll check it out. I'm pretty bad about watching stuff on YouTube. Mostly I just make videos. And then sometimes there's, oh boy, that was bad. Sometimes there's like reviews of games that I know I'm going to talk about at some point. So I just, if I see a review, I won't watch it. Like was it Angry Video Game Nerd? I think maybe there's one that I'm talking about soon. Maybe it was Totally Rad. It was one of those games where, oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle. He talks about the Rocky and Bullwinkle game briefly, which I had as a kid. And I just did not want to, I didn't want to reiterate any points that he had already made. So I think I had seen it before. I waited till I finished the video to watch it again. See if I can do it. I feel like I should have made that. Alex, you said you missed a bunch of the stream. I mean, I'm playing this for the second time, so you're at a perfect point to catch all the action. It's crazy how I remember that. Like, I will probably die and still know how to beat that. How fucking crazy is that? What level is this? Okay. Okay. So Todd Hushin says, hope I'm pronouncing that correct, says he has a channel. That's awesome, dude. Everybody check it out. I'm a big proponent of put it out there. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time making shit perfect before they're willing to share it. And I think you just have to have the confidence that like whatever you make initially is going to suck. And that if you keep up with it and you kind of maintain a schedule with it, it'll get better and people will respond to it. It may not be a million people, but people will respond to it. They absolutely will. Oops. All right. I think I'm going to call it there, even though it seems silly because I'm almost at the end, but like I've already played through it. And it's not that I don't think I can do it. I think I can, but I really do need to get some cleaning done here before I go to sleep. So, yeah, that's my. Let's see, hold on. It's pretty good. Yeah, this has been a really crazy one. Thank you, 503 Gamer, for the donation. Yeah, I don't know how much of all of this anyone caught, but like somehow started the stream 20 minutes late because of some internet issues. Played through the game 1.5 times. I think if I hadn't had the internet issues, I could have beaten both of them in this time. So what are you gonna do? Next week, I think I will just grab a stack of really random, creepy-ish games and make sure that they're all cleaned. And maybe I'll have a friend over and we'll play through a bunch of them and just see how it goes. But I kind of like that idea rather than being like, I'm going to play Friday the 13th because I just don't know how far I'm really going to get in it before I fuck it up. So, yeah. What are my 3 favorite bands? Oof, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. That's a really tough one. I was thinking the other day about what bands I really love that I wouldn't recommend, which I think is more interesting than like what my favorite bands are. And for instance, I love Animal Collective. They're like one of my favorite bands, but I would never recommend them to anybody. They're like just not. They're just not something that I think people would like. I mean, they might, but like I just don't, on the whole, think they would. You never know. So yeah, the ones I was thinking about that I love that I don't recommend are that King Crimson is another one. God, there's so many bands that if you ask my wife, she will tell you all the shit she fucking hates, and it's usually those bands. When it comes on, she immediately shuts down and is like, "What is this crap?" But sorry, I will have a better answer for you next time, and I'm curious to know what your favorite bands are, other than Blink-183. Anyway, thanks guys, thanks for being here. I'll have a new video on Tuesday. Like I said, I may have to take a break here, but maybe I'll try and coincide with the holidays because I'm just starting to lose time taking care of my kids, so I may have to stop for a little bit, but we'll see. And then yeah, if you're really interested, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/biggerwords. I've got a bunch of videos that are starting to stack up because I've been doing it for a couple months. I'm doing that once a week, totally different videos on all kinds of shit, but check it out or don't, and then I'll be back next Thursday with some new stuff. Yeah, have a good night. Bye.